What's up, everybody? Donnie B, LPR Sound Foundations. Hopefully everybody's good. Hopefully everything's going well for you. Hey, today I want to discuss with you about how to create and save session templates and track presets. So if you guys are ready to go, let's get going. Okay, today I'm going to take you over to the system. I'm going to show you how I make track presets and track templates and how I save those, where I save them, and also how easy it is to retrieve these in the middle of a session. You might be in the middle of a drum session and all of a sudden they want to record background vocals. And instead of having to go and make all the tracks that you need to make to record and edit and be ready to go with auto-tune and delays and reverbs, you just use track presets or you just use a template and you jump right in. If they want to go ahead and record overdubs on lead vocals or overdubs on instruments, you can bring in the stems of the other instruments into a stem template that you were going to make today and just open those up and be ready to go. So if you're ready to head over to the computer, I'll show you how to do some things. And don't forget, if you go and watch my free workshop on how to start your business as an audio engineer, music producer, or studio owner, you're going to save $10 off our membership. Go watch this video. There's a coupon in there so you can get it for 27 bucks. Inside the membership is the Audio Business Building Academy. We used to sell this program for $597. Now it's inside the membership for only $27. All you have to do is go sign up for this workshop and you're in. You get the $27 coupon, you're good to go. Hey, and the workshop's not too bad either. There's like 30, 40 minutes of your time that's gonna help you start and build and grow and scale your business into one that could possibly take over your day job. So if you guys are ready, let's head over to the computer and I'll show you how I make templates and track presets. Have a great week. My name is Donnie B. I'll see y'all next week. I'm out of here. Peace. Okay, let's just say we're gonna start with a fresh session. We're gonna make we're gonna make 5 stereo tracks and we're gonna make one mono track for the bass. All right, so there's the mono track down here. I'm kind of weird. I like to have my bass right next to my drums. So let's rename these. We're gonna name these drums. We're gonna name this bass. We're gonna name this rhythm guitar. We're gonna name this lead guitar. Then we're gonna have lead vocals, and then we're gonna do background vocals. All right, so there's all our stems. Now stems are not multi-tracks. Stems are a group of the tracks that are put together. So such as all the drums, you might have the multi-tracks are going to be kick, snare, hat, overhead, over, that kind of stuff. And then a stem is we're going to stem everything down to a 2-track. So we're going to place our drums here, we're going to place our bass here, and then so on and so on and so on. We can run things to a subgroup if you want. It's not really necessary, but these are just going to be our stems that we're going to overdub to. So let's make these a little bit smaller so we don't have to keep these out of the way for now. We're going to overdub some vocals. Let's make a stereo routing folder and call it lead vocals. And then we'll make another one. Okay, so inside the lead vocal, let's make I like to start with a record track. Okay, so we'll make one record track and then we'll have, say, 3. So let's just start with 4. Okay, we'll start with 4. I like to change the color of my record track. I want to make it red because that's my recording track for that. We'll call it, we could even call it mic in or record track or however you like to talk about that. I do like to add a reverb and a delay to that. So let's just add a new track. Let's just go with a reverb. You guys will see how that's done. All right, for now, we'll just do a reverb. We can insert a reverb. Doesn't matter which one you use. Just use D-verb if you want. All right, in this case, we'll go with H-verb. It's okay. Whatever. I mean, this is just for your singer to hear while he's actually recording. Okay, so then these are going to be the vocal tracks. These are going to be Vox 1, then we'll go to Vox 2, then we'll go to Vox 3. And these, of course, are the lead vocals. They're actually in the lead vocal folder. So we can close this folder up. So what we could do is we could just grab all these and duplicate, make it the background tracks. Okay, so that way we'll have one for the backgrounds, for the backing tracks. All right, we could make this the BG vocals. Okay, and we don't have to have the duplicate one on there because we know it's just backing vocals. So here we could have the mic in. Again, we could call it the background mic in, whatever. Just keep it as organized as you want. You know, it's up to you how organized you want to keep it. And then we can keep the same verb on there. We can actually call it the BG verb. We could actually make it a different verb for the backgrounds if you like. So this will be BG1, BG2, BG3, and so on and so on and so on. If you feel like you need more tracks, make more tracks. Now we have the lead vocals, we have the background vocals, we have all our stems. We could actually run all the stems out to a subgroup if you need to. I don't think it's necessary for this one because we're just going to be recording lead vocals and background vocals, okay? These are considered overdubs. We're overdubbing the vocals on top of the instruments. Now, the definition of overdubbing is that you're going to play back the tracks that are already recorded, and you're going to record more tracks on top. So this is now a pretty decent template that we have going on here. So we can actually keep this as a template. So let's save this as a template. So rather than just saving this as a session like you would normally, you go down here where it says Save Template. Put it in our vocal folder, right? And we can call this vocal overdub template. This means that the next time we're ready to do vocal overdubs, all we have to do is go and start this template up. So let's try that. So here we'll create a new session. We'll start from a template. Let's go with let's just give it a crazy name like vocal test template, and then we'll go from a template. All right, so let's go to the vocal folder. This is the template that we just made. Make sure that we're WAV files, whatever session bit depth and sample rate that you want to use, create it. It's going to ask you where you want to put it. Well, first of all, it's going to ask me where if I want to save that one. And let's call this one vocal test template number 2 or something. Okay, so that way we know what it is. And then once we save it, it's going to open us up back with our thing. We got all our stuff here. We got everything we need. We're all set, ready to go, start recording some vocals. So one thing I forgot to do was maybe we want to add auto-tune. We might want our vocalist to hear auto-tune on the way in. So we could already have these plugged in and ready to go. So next time we open up our template, these will be, I'm going to copy this down here. So next time we open up our template, these are already ready to go. And let's say we want to go ahead and add a delay to these things. Let's go ahead and add a delay to it. The lead vocal delay might be different than the background vocal delay, so we might want to just use H delay on this one. Let's go with H delay, the stereo, and then it's ready to go. So this way we're ready to go with whatever comes up. Let's go ahead and do that to this one too. Let's add another delay. On this one, let's add a different type of delay. Let's call this the BG vocal delay. All right, and then we will add, on this one, let's add Echo Boy, because everybody loves Echo Boy, right? So let's just do that. So this one's going to be a little bit different than the other one. We can go ahead and set up our presets on this. Let's say we want to have a quarter note, a little bit of feedback, full mix. There we go. So that way it's already set and ready to go. So now we can save this back again as a template. Now, if we save it with the same name, it'll overwrite the template that we already have. That way, if we just overwrite it, it'll be the same next time we open it. So we could actually close these down. And so the next time we open it, if we save it like this, it will go ahead and be that way. So if it'll ask us if we want to overwrite it, we could say yes, replace it. So next time we come here and open it, it'll be exactly like this, ready to go, ready to start recording, man. As soon as all we got to do is import our stems and we're ready to start recording stuff. Let's go ahead and add that stem track, because sometimes we might want to just add the stems all to one output. So let's go ahead and what we can do is change that. And you guys know if you hold Shift Option, it does whatever you're about to do to all the tracks that you have selected. So let's go ahead and add a new track, and we'll call this Stems Subgroup. Well, let's just go with Stem Sub. Okay, so now all the output of all these stems have now routed to this thing. We could actually add something to this if we wanted to, like a compressor or something, if we needed to make it a little bit bigger. And let's go ahead and save this as another. We could actually put the stems in a folder if you wanted to, but for this, we'll just leave it like this. Let's go ahead and save it this way, and we'll save it as a template. And again, if you use the same name, it'll overwrite the template that you already have there. And now it's going to, next time it's going to open up just like this, next time you open up this template. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you create and save templates. Now, what about track presets? Let's say that you have this all set up and ready to go, and you like this for the background vocals, you like what's going on here. If you select everything that you want for your track preset, and you can right click on it and say Save Track Preset, and we can call this background vocal number 2, okay, and we'll save it in Avid. And if you want to add a category, you can. Let's just go ahead and add a category. Let's call this vocal presets. We go ahead and call it that, and it's inside Avid, and we're going to add this our own category. It's inside Avid. Okay, so we're going to name this vocal. We're going to save this preset as BG Vox 2. Save it as a thing. Now, if we're in a session and we need, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these. Now we need a preset that's ready to go. We're already in a session. We're already working. We've been recording some leads, and now they want to record some backgrounds. All we got to do is go to Track Presets, Avid, Vocal Presets, click that, and then there's our thing right there, the one that we wanted. and open it up, and boom, everything that we just saved as a track preset is there, including the Echo Boy with the presets that we used, with the changes that we made, the inputs, the outputs, the reverb, everything we did is right there, all the same. So that is how you save track presets. You can think of a track preset as a template, but for already made tracks. If you're already in a session and you want to add something to it, let's say that you're in a drum recording session, all of a sudden they want to record background vocals, dude, you're set because you have a track preset that you've built that's already ready to go. So it's like 2 clicks and you're in there with all the tracks that you need ready to go. So hopefully this answered some of your questions. Hey, you can always reach out to me here at LPR Sound Foundations if you got any more questions with that. I'd love to explain it to you if you need it any further. My name is Donnie B, and I am out of here. Peace.